So it's the day of surgery. I got my IV in. It hurts like a mother. They've got compression socks on me. The anesthesiologist came in already. They're going to do propofol, the Michael Jackson stuff, in my IV instead of the gas because I react very badly to anesthesia with nausea and things like that. So surgery scheduled for 10. It's 9:58, so I think the surgeon himself has to come in and talk to me, and then we should get started. I did ask them for that drug that makes you kind of not care about things before the surgery, so I guess we will see how it goes. So wish me luck, and the next video I make should be probably when I'm home or when I'm in the hospital, but I'm not sure yet. So, but yeah. So I'm home now. We actually ran some errands. I'll post about how the surgery went and everything in 2 seconds. Guys, so I'm gonna start off by apologizing. This is actually edited in. Like most newbies, the video from my surgery day actually got messed up, and there's crackling, and the audio is just all types of messed up. So this is actually 2 weeks today, but I'm gonna edit this in to be right in the same timeline. So I'm just gonna go over what happened on surgery day. And so what happened is when I got there, the process was very quick. I went through registration and they got me back, put the IV in me. So the nurse came in and I asked her how long the surgery usually is, because the longer you're out, the more sick you are usually for me. So she told me that I was scheduled for about 2 hours, which was a lot better than what I was originally told, that it was a 3 to 5 hour surgery. So after I used the bathroom for the last time, the actual surgeon, Dr. Chen, came in, and he was very rushed. Like I said, he doesn't really have much bedside manner, but he's very good at what he does. So he came in and he did the markings on my stomach. He said, you know, he did notice that I guess my left side was a little bit different proportioned. So he's like, that doesn't really want to come together, so we'll do it like this. And I asked him I was like, how long do you think the surgery is actually going to be? And he was like, 45 minutes to an hour. I was like, oh, wow, okay. So that was a lot better than what I was thinking. So then the anesthesiologist came in and we were, and so what he did first was he went ahead and gave me a little bit of injection of that propofol drug into my veins. And it didn't, I was still all there. I could remember everything, but I was very relaxed, borderline sleepy. But I remember going, everything going back. I even put myself onto the operating table, kind of scooted myself, and I remember they strapped me down, and I just remember being very warm and very calm. It was amazing. And then he had told me he was going to give me some oxygen, which was fine, and then he did say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and inject you with, and that's all I remember. I was out. The next thing I know, I woke up. I had no nausea. I wasn't even sleepy. I just was very confused. There was a lady talking to me. She was asking me how I was. I remember feeling her taking the oxygen out of my nose. I remember her asking me how I felt, and I told her I felt fine and that I was confused. And I think at one point I asked her, why do I feel fine? And she laughed. She was like, do you have any nausea? And I was like, no, I don't feel anything. She's like, okay, that's good. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, this is weird to me. And she laughed. I guess I was being still sleepy. But I do remember her asking, she got on the phone and asked if they were ready for me in the recovery or so. I don't even know where I was, but apparently I got wheeled down. I remember going down, like I was awake, but I was still out of it. So I remember the funny part was the one lady who was wheeling me into the recovery, the bed that I was on apparently had a bum wheel. So I remember me and her were like playing Mario Kart, and I was like trying to help her not bump me into the wall. It was great. The lady who was in the recovery with me was another lady, older black lady. Her name was Lisa. I do remember that, but she was so sweet. She helped me do the drains for the first time. She showed me how to do them. Again, I was still very, very tired, but I remember what she was telling me, just in bits and pieces. I do remember at one point she called my husband to come and get me, and then another point later, she said, your poor husband has been outside for like 20 minutes now. I guess he got here earlier than we thought. And I was like, oh no, he's waiting with me. He's waiting in the car with Athena, in the car, probably forever. So, but she was very sweet. And then I remember everything else after that was fine. The drains, at the time, I didn't feel anything. I was still very numb from whatever they injected me with. Again, zero nausea. They did give me Zofran, which I did use a couple days later, but the day of surgery. So on the way home, I remember the biggest thing was my mouth was so dry. My throat was sore and my mouth was very dry. So my husband took me to Starbucks and I got a coffee. I do remember that we went to Starbucks and I was so excited that I could have Starbucks like an hour after surgery. And then we came home and I did a video which messed up, but the main thing from the very first day, and I wasn't that tired, in the next video, the one that's gonna stitch to this one, I'm on the couch and it's the night of. So it's right after, like it's the night after the Starbucks and after the surgery. I'm a little loopy in that video, but I do remember how dry my mouth was. So whatever you do, get cough drops or that biotin or something spray they have for your throat, because no amount of water or anything is going to satisfy how cotton mouth you're going to feel. So, but that was it for the first day. So I really highly recommend, if you have nausea problems like I do and fear of going under, ask them. If they don't bring it up, ask them about the propofol. Like, just ask them if that's okay, because I've had probably about 5 or 6 surgeries in my life, and I have never woken up without feeling some type of nausea, pain, or honestly, the last time with my gastric sleeve, I woke up feeling like I wanted to die. Like, it was the worst experience of my entire life. So, but yeah, this time, I went to Henrico Doctors Hospital down in Richmond, Virginia, and that hospital is really good for outpatient surgery. I don't know how they are with their ER room, but if you're in the area, or if you can schedule it with them, everyone there, I didn't run into a single person that, wasn't, I have nothing negative to say. You could tell they were all very tired and, with COVID and everything, but it was a very pleasant experience, and if I ever have another surgery again, I would really hope that it's there. So, but yeah, that's it for the first day, and then the next video will be the night. So you'll have to excuse my appearance and my low talking. My family is literally sleeping in that door in that bedroom right behind me. I'm on the couch, in a recliner. It is 1:10 in the morning after surgery, so it's been about 14 hours since surgery. Haven't gone to sleep yet, not because I have insomnia or anything. It's just, even if you're in pain, the 3-year-old doesn't really want to leave mommy alone. But my husband has been phenomenal. So I do not have any nausea still. Sorry for the ums. So I don't have any nausea. My pain itself is at about a 3 or a 4, depending on what I'm doing. The uncomfortableness is like at 1,000. It's super uncomfortable. If I bend a certain way when getting off the toilet, getting onto the toilet is not fun. And getting off of it is also not really fun. And then having to, my husband has to come to the bathroom with me almost all the time, because I can't get up off it by myself without feeling some type of pulling. So the pain that I feel is just some of my skin is still numb, but it is manageable. I have not taken any of my prescribed medicines yet. No, I am not against them. I just really don't like Percocet. So, but it is sitting next to me. I am going to take one tonight just because it is 1 something in the morning. And I called the surgeon and he said that I could like take Tylenol all day. He's like, I don't need to take the Percocet at all. I can just take Tylenol. But since Percocet has Tylenol in it, they said that if I were to take it, then I should wait about 5 hours in between before I take a Percocet. So I haven't taken anything since I've been home. They gave me the Percocet, which is it's oxycodone with acetaminophen, which is Tylenol. They gave me one in the hospital before I left. Like I said, we went to pick up my prescriptions. We went and got gas. We were gonna pick up groceries, but the pickup order wasn't ready yet. I felt fine. Like I've been awake since I got home. I'm not in any excruciating pain. And it's very uncomfortable. All right, so day 2, it'll be a shorter video because I'm about to have dinner. I did shower this morning. They told me that I could shower 24 hours later, so I could have taken a shower last night, but because of our daughter, we kind of wanted to do it this morning while she was still sleeping. So it was not bad. It really does feel good. Taking the binder off for the first time, though, you feel how all your skin just is being kept together by the binder. So, but yeah, the shower was good. I showered like normal. My husband just held the drains for me. At one point, he had to use the bathroom, so it was interesting. We used a clothes hanger, the ones that have the little hooks on them, and put each of the drains on that and put it on the shower door, and that worked out fine. So, and then just wash yourself like normal. I just use my hands because they said not to use a washcloth. I was very nervous about taking a shower, but because I guess I have glue, it wasn't as bad. So, and then we air dried it and put gauze back on it, and it was actually feels a lot better. The drains really suck. That's the worst thing I'm going to complain about. I am really hoping that I can get them taken out like now, but it's been 2 days. So I have my follow-up appointment next Thursday at 10:15. I really want them both to come out because they're limiting my mobility and they actually somewhat hurt. Both of the drains are right above my private area. They're actually on my private area. So it's very tender. And other than that, the incision looks great. I did take pictures. It's easier for me to block out certain things so I don't get banned off YouTube. But it looks amazing. I cried. My husband cried for me. He didn't cry, but I cried, and my mom cried when I sent her a picture. And it's just, and my husband was praising me about how good I look and how proud he is of me and everything. So there is a lot of soreness, random muscle spasms too. Like I could just feel my muscle in certain areas along the scar spasming. It doesn't hurt per se, but it's just a very weird sensation and slight itching too. But now keep in mind, I am not taking my pain meds like I am prescribed. They're supposed to be every 6 hours as needed. I've only taken 2. I take it at night, so I took one the night of surgery, and I took one last night around 1:30 in the morning. I'm just substituting, I pop 2 Tylenols, every 6 hours. That's all I'm doing because I don't like the oxycodone they gave me, but it does help me fall asleep. Today's been a sore, I'm kind of dizzy. Not sure what that's from. I haven't taken the Zofran because I'm not nauseous, but I'm a little bit dizzy. So I have been sleeping on and off all day. My husband actually propped me up in our bed and shut the door so that way him and Athena could play in the living room and mommy can be in bed sleeping, which I did sleep for off and on for about 4 hours, and I'm still a little tired, but that's pretty much it for now. The most chief complaint I have is the drains. I want them out so bad, and stripping them is slightly annoying. But other than that, you get used to it. I find that wearing bigger cotton underwear, like granny panties, actually helps for where you put the drains in there. I mean, as you can see, you can't see my drains. They're under my sweatpants, but they're inside of my underwear, so it's easier to get around. Other than that, that's pretty much it for day 2. I will update later on. This is a very easy recovery so far, so don't be afraid. The soreness would be worse on day 2. Today's pain, it's not really pain, but today's pain is worse than yesterday and the day of surgery. So it does get better. I really want these drains out soon, but other than that, we're just going to stick through it, and I will put some pictures up of when I first took off my binder to see. They may be graphic. It's just very dark and very cut, you can tell. So, but that's it, and I will see you later. So I'm going to do another update later, but today is 8 days after surgery, and I just got my second drain removed, and I feel amazing, and the sun is shining. Say hi.
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 All right, so today is exactly 2 weeks since surgery. I did see the doctor last Wednesday to have the second drain removed. Everything is healing nicely. I will say that the surgical tape did come off. When I did see the doctor, the nurse was telling me that at this point, that if you do have surgical tape, she said to start putting Vaseline on it and letting it peel off naturally. I am one of those people who likes to pick a scab before it's ready, so I don't like to listen. So I will probably try to put a picture in here. It may be graphic, but I'll try to put a picture in here of I was sitting on the toilet and it was really itchy, so I started to peel it and it bled, and I was like nope, and put a band-aid back on it and left it for a couple days. Tried to leave that surgical tape on the entire incision for as long as possible. When it starts to peel at the edges, take scissors and just chop little pieces off, as close to you as you can to the skin. I just used a band-aid to stick it back, but then I did take it off the rest of the way in the shower a couple days later. It does hurt a little bit when it comes off, but now I can just use vitamin E oil. I'm going to make another video of things that you should get before the surgery that I've noticed that really helped me. But I got a straight bottle of vitamin E oil. I also have like the Palmer's cocoa butter with vitamin E, and then I have Vaseline. Those really help. They say you should keep the scar moist for as long as possible. And I'll also put like the kind of body wash to use because the healing process is very itchy. So I'm going to show you the after effect of this. Is exactly 2 weeks later. I still have some swelling. No, I don't have my binder on right this second because I just got out the shower. But I am wearing the binder for like 23 hours a day. She said for the next week or two, try to wear it almost all day, and then afterwards you can take it off at night. I do notice that if I take my medicine and try to go to sleep, and try to take a nap, that I will sometimes leave the binder off because I'm only going to be asleep for about an hour or two. But other than that, I use the binder that I got from Amazon that I'll also put on that video of things you should get because it's a lifesaver. But try to wear the binder. You will notice, I've noticed that the binder at this point actually really feels good when it's on. It feels like it's holding everything together. So once it's off, you can just kind of feel the weight of all your skin just kind of hanging there, and it also feels a little more protected when the binder's on. So I would recommend you try to leave it on, find what's more comfortable for you, but it really does help when it is on. So I will turn this super bright light on so you can see my incisions. There it is. And show you as much as I can without getting banned off YouTube. But This is the left side. This is a side that he said wouldn't really come together very well. So you can see this incision is actually kind of under this flab, this chunky flab thing. I probably will have dog ears is what they call them, where the skin kind of bunches together. But this is my incision. This side actually feels great. Try not to pull it too much, but you can see all along here it just feels like a little bump. And then you have this part here. I do have holes. You can see the other one I can't show you, but the holes from where the drains were, they look like 2 eyeballs. But this is the part that was under my tummy, and then this is the very top of my privates. So it is, and you can see right here, this was under my belly, and then I had that big chunky flab, and then that's right above my private area. So that looks the angriest. This side here is the most swollen, bigger little dog ear thing here, but it doesn't really bother me. This is the side that I actually had peeled too early, that I'll show you in that picture. But still bruised, but doesn't hurt. This is the side that I can feel throughout the day, like for some reason under here, I guess right below that thing here. I don't know why it actually is the most sore, but even last night in my sleep, I woke up and I felt this stinging pain right around here, like it was on fire. So this part does still hurt. I mean, the whole thing is still tender. There's certain ways that I move and everything, but yeah, so that is now my side profile. I think most of this is still my chunky belly, but they did say that this part here that hangs over, this part is still swollen, a little swollen, and it should go down later, but I've been putting Vaseline and vitamin E oil on it. But yeah, now that the tape is off and everything, that's just all scar. So yep, that's it. So I do see, so I go back and see the surgeon in about 3 weeks just to see how everything's healing. They're going to tell me if I can keep the binder off or how long I should keep it on. After that, it's just a normal recovery. They say, you still shouldn't lift 10 pounds and things like that, but that's pretty much it. I don't know if I'll make another video because at this point I'm pretty much healed. I'm still on my Tramadol pain meds, but not often. I took one last night because I had that stinging pain that I was telling you about, but the day before I didn't take anything at all. I didn't even take Tylenol. So it's just a matter of being super sore, and you'll feel certain pulls with certain things that you do. You'll know what you can do and not do when you reach for something, or the way you sit, the way you turn in bed. I can sleep however I want to now. It's just you'll notice that if you're a side sleeper like me, when you go to move on to the next side, you'll realize how you can't twist your body a certain way because the incision will tell you that you can't twist your body. So, but other than that, I am going to make another video. I think would be very helpful, because when I was Googling what I should buy before surgery, of course, everything again was about a tummy tuck. And then some things were from surgeons and things like that, but I'll tell you what personally has helped me, and I don't get paid by any of these brands or Amazon. If they want to pay me, they can, but I don't get paid for any of it, so I'm just going to tell you what I use, what I think would help you, and of course go by your own body and get what you think will be comfortable for you. But I wish that someone had told me a couple of these things that I have used that has been a lifesaver. So I'm going to make another video about that, but I might make another video in a couple months to let you know. But other than that, this was a very good surgery, and the way that I woke up and the healing process, it is worth it. I can tell already that I have more mobility. That hanging stomach is not there anymore. They did remove 7 pounds of skin. I asked him to weigh it, and he said that question never gets old. But he did remove 7 pounds, which it's a lot when you think about it. Once the swelling goes down, I'll weigh myself and see. I don't dare weigh myself right now, but we'll see how it goes. But I want to thank everyone for watching and taking the time and not criticizing. This was difficult for me to even record myself, but I wish that somebody had done this recently in detail for me before I had this surgery, but it actually gave me something to look forward to and do, so it made me feel important. So thank you everyone for supporting me and watching this video. I hope that it helps someone, either if you've just had the surgery or if you're thinking about having it. I really recommend it if you can. It's a life changer. So, till next time.